slice, I'm sorry, not a yellow, a green, and you can tell me if you want one or both of those, okay?
I'm having both. I like having white.
Having both. Oh, boys and girls, but I'm going to go to people first who are sitting nice and quietly. All right, Izzy, would you like red or green or both? Both. When you're eating your apples, I want you guys to tell me how they feel, if there's seeds in them, what do they taste like? Oh, I gave you one of each. Do you want one of each, please? Okay. Sounds good. Grayson? 2 greens. Izzy, are they crunchy or are they soft?
Crunchy.
Crunchy. Kaden, you want red, green, or both?
One's sour and one's not sour. I'm going to play.
Red. One's sour and one's not. Which one's sour and which one's not sour?
The green one's sour and the
Parker?
red one's not
Which
sour.
one?
Both.
Do they have seeds in them?
No.
What do they smell like, Brooke?
Apple.
Your choice. Red, green, or both?
Both.
Okay. Max? And after you're done, usually we go get water in our cups. We're not going to do that this time, okay? We will do that during snack time. Does anybody know why we're eating apples today?
Because it's an apple taste.
Apple tasting. What did we learn about yesterday?
Apple.
Green or both?
Apple.
Both. Well, today we're going to learn some more about apples, but we're going to learn actually about somebody named Johnny Appleseed. Who's ever heard of Johnny Appleseed before? Carly? Red, green, or both? Oh, well, at snack time, yes. But do you want red, green, or both? Okay. Does anybody know anything about Johnny Appleseed?
I've got to show it to you.
Okay.
He's a book writer.
A book writer? Okay. Anybody else know anything about Johnny Appleseed? Okay, well, we're going to watch this video, and then you guys can see who he is, and then we're going to do a little lesson about him, okay? So let's watch
I'm growing an apple tree, just like Johnny Appleseed. Who was Johnny Appleseed? John Chapman was born in 1774 in Leominster, Massachusetts. He grew up on a small farm. When Johnny was older, he worked at an apple orchard and learned how to plant and grow apple trees. When he was 18 years old, Johnny began traveling around the United States. He went to different places and started apple tree nurseries. Not exactly, Moby. A plant nursery is a safe place to grow and raise young plants. Sometimes Johnny bartered or traded his plants with things he needed, such as food and clothing. But he was often generous and gave away his trees. People started calling him Johnny Appleseed. What was Johnny Appleseed like? Johnny Appleseed loved nature and thought that all living things should be treated with respect. He was kind to animals and didn't eat meat. He treated Native Americans with respect during a time when many settlers did not. Johnny Appleseed believed that people should only use what they really need. He wore old clothes and often went barefoot in the summer to save the leather on his shoes. Not quite, Moby. What are some of the stories about Johnny Appleseed? There are many stories about Johnny Appleseed, but not all of them are true. He probably didn't wear a pot on his head. There's a folk tale about how a snake tried to bite his foot, but couldn't because his skin was so tough. Right, Moby. That story is not true. There are also stories about how he kept a wolf as a pet. A tall tale is a story that is being told as true, but it's exaggerated and hard to believe. Johnny Appleseed loved animals, and he might have saved a wolf caught in a trap. The news might have gotten around, and people changed part of the stories until it became a tall tale. Why is Johnny Appleseed important? Johnny Appleseed was a wanderer and often moved from place to place. During the late 1800s, he started apple tree nurseries wherever he went. In Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana, and Illinois. He often talked to people about leading simple, peaceful lives and respecting each other. I can't wait until this tree grows apples. Then we can make apple juice, and apple sauce, and apple pie, and apple crisp, oh, and baked apples, and apple donuts, and apple bread. I think I'm getting hungry.
If you are on a red or orange square, you may walk to the trash and throw your trash away. Oh, orange squares. Orange squares. You may walk and throw your trash away. If you're on a blue or green square, you may walk and throw your trash away. If you have called red squares already, you may keep throwing your trash away.
Don't.
And if you're on the purple square, you may throw your trash away. Next, if you have trash to throw, I already called green. You just walk to the trash and throw it away. We're going to start 5, 4, 3,
You said purple?
2, 1.
Purple.
Alright, thank you for being ready. Give me a thumbs up if you learned something about Johnny Appleseed from that video. Okay, we're going to continue to learn a little bit more about him in our book. This book is called Johnny Appleseed. While you're listening to this book, I want you to think about a part of this book that you really like your favorite part of the book. And then after we read it, you're going to share your favorite part with a partner. So I need you listening really close to make sure you have your listening ears all the way on. All the way on. Make sure you're sitting crisscross applesauce, big hands in your lap, eyes on me, mouths closed, and ears listening. Alright, Johnny Appleseed. This book was written by Jody Shepard. She is the author. And this book, the pictures were drawn by Masumi Lacroix. It's a very difficult name. And he is the illustrator. Very good, thank you. Alright. This is a story about Johnny Appleseed. With a name like that, you would think he was make-believe. But Johnny Appleseed was a real person who lived more than 200 years ago. It was a sunny fall day in Massachusetts when a boy named Johnny Chapman was born. The baby had cheeks as red and round as apples. Johnny's big sister, Elizabeth, was happy to have a little brother. The children played together with whatever they could find. And the sun shone and the rain fell, and little Johnny played, and all was well. Johnny's family got bigger. Johnny and his sister were joined by 10 younger stepbrothers and stepsisters. What a busy, noisy house. Johnny would go outdoors when he needed quiet time. Sometimes he'd walk along the river. The squishy mud felt good under his feet. Other times, he would sit under a tree and read. Johnny would watch the animals in the wild, the foxes playing in the meadows, the deer dashing in the woods, and the birds soaring high in the wide blue sky. If he found an injured animal, Johnny would take care of it until the creature was well. We learned from the video, does Johnny like animals?
Yeah.
liked being outside. When he got older, he went to work in the apple orchards, just like his great-great-great-grandfather long before him. And the sun shone and the rain fell, and Johnny grew up, and all was well. Johnny learned everything about growing apples. He was happy planting seeds, taking care of the trees, and munching on the delicious fruit. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoy apples. Lots of people were moving out west back then. When Johnny was all grown up, he decided to go west too. He didn't bring much with him. For a hat, he used a pot, and a burlap sack did fine for a shirt. And shoes? Well, why wear shoes when you have two perfectly good feet?
Yuck.
Johnny traveled the countryside. The sun kept him warm by day. The stars made a roof over his head at night. The rain washed him clean, and the animals kept him company. Sometimes Johnny would stop and plant apple seeds. As soon as seedlings grew, he'd sell the small plants to families moving west. When they got to where they were going, the families planted Johnny seedlings and grew trees of their own. Johnny was friends with everyone. Wherever he went, he'd bring his seedlings, pitch in with chores, and share stories of his adventures. What are seedlings?
They're seeds.
They're seeds. So it's like the little tiny seeds you put in the ground and they grow into apple trees.
Yeah.
The seasons passed. Every fall, Johnny gathered seeds from ripe apples. Every spring, he planted the seeds and passed the seedlings to settlers. He planted so many apple seeds that before long, people started calling him Johnny Appleseed. And the sun shone and the rain fell, and the trees filled the land, and all was well. Year after year, Johnny tended to his orchards, visited friends and family, and slept under the stars. Because of him, people always had fresh fruit to eat. Because of him, the land grew more beautiful. Johnny Appleseed left behind thousands and thousands of apple trees all across America. Just think, the next apple you eat may be from an orchard that was first planted by Johnny Appleseed. And the sun shone and the rain fell, and Johnny's story lives on, and all is well. Okay, does everybody have a part in their head that they really like hearing about?
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to turn to a partner. It can be any partner, but only 2 people per group. Okay, Kaden, come up here and work with Izzy, and then Chloe, you can work with Grayson and Parker. All right, I want you to tell your partner about your favorite part of the story.
My favorite part was planting the tree. Was about my favorite part was my favorite part was about all the family story. Actually, mine's not the favorite part. Somebody says it.
Take 10 more seconds to wrap up.
2 more seconds. It's
Okay, make sure you're talking about what you're supposed to be.
I already said it.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, back on your carpet square. Alright, I'm going to call on 3 people to share their favorite part of the story with the whole class. Look how many people are sitting nicely. Grayson, I really like how you're sitting. What was your favorite part of the story?
The part where he helped the wolf out of the trap.
Help the wolf out of the trap because he loves animals. That's one thing we know about Johnny Appleseed. Okay, Brooklyn, I like how you're sitting. What was your favorite part of the story?
Planting the apple tree.
He planted the apple trees. Good. And Izzy, I like how you're sitting. What was your favorite part of the story?
Helping the animals.
Helping the animals. That was a good part. So what would happen if I just took some of these parts out of the story?
That would be fair.
Well, it wouldn't be fair, but would the story be the same?
No.
No, the story would change. So it's important that we have all these different parts of the story because we all have lots of favorite parts and all the parts are good. We have our favorite parts. So we want to keep them all in the story. Why do we want to do that?
So we can remember it.
So we can remember it. That's part of our sequencing that we learned about. That was good. And what did you say, Carly?
So we can read the book.
So we can read the book because all these parts come together to make one big story. Okay, so let's recap what we learned about Johnny Appleseed today. Kaden, can you tell me one thing you learned about Johnny Appleseed?
He grew apples.
He grew apples on trees. Very good. Max, can you tell me another thing you learned about Johnny Appleseed? He goes barefoot. And Samuel, what's one more thing we learned about Johnny Appleseed? He does help people. He gives them apple seedlings to plant. Very good. Okay, Chloe, why is Johnny Appleseed important to learn about when we're learning about apples? You don't know? Huh? Okay, Parker, can you help her? He feeds animals. So Johnny Appleseed, is that his real name, first of all?
No.
His real name is Johnny Chapman, but he got this nickname. It's called a nickname because it's not his real name. It's just what people call him because he loved apples and he loved to give apples to people. So I have this sheet right here. It says, in my picture, Johnny Appleseed is, and you're going to write about your favorite part. It doesn't have to be a lot of words. And does your writing have to be perfect?
No.
What kind of writing do you need to do?
Kid writing.
Kid writing, and you need to try your
Best.
That's right. So you're going to write about your favorite part about what Johnny Appleseed was doing, and then you're going to draw a picture right here. Okay, so I heard a lot of people say they liked whenever he was helping the animals. So I would say, in my picture, Johnny Appleseed is helping animals. Do you need to write, in my picture, Johnny Appleseed is?
No.
No, because that's already there for you. Okay, so I want my girls to tiptoe back to their seats quietly.
I can't sit
Well, just you. Okay, and I want my boys to do little bunny hops back to their seats.
Hop, bunny hop, 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 hop. They can do bunny hop.
And I need everybody to get their crayons or markers out. You can use either one. There's some room on the top of your paper for your name. If you don't think it's going to be enough room, you can write it at the bottom. Are these lines for your name?
Yeah.
So make sure you do not write your name on those lines. I am going to have Parker pass out our papers. There's enough time, sure, and that's okay. Nope, not right now. At snack time is the appropriate time for that, okay? Have a seat.
Wait.
Oh, crayons and markers out, Kaden.
I need my brother. Hey, don't forget me.
Good idea. What should you do if you don't know how to spell a word? You can raise your hand, or what's something you could do without having to ask the teacher? Sound it out and write what you hear. Very good. Okay, what were the directions? Were you listening? The directions, what are they? You weren't listening? That was a bad choice, Kaden. Okay, but remember you don't have to write Johnny Appleseed because I already wrote that. I typed it for you. It says, in my picture, Johnny Appleseed is, so you just need to write about what he's doing in your picture.
Do you write your name up here?
Oh, remember, what are those lines for? Not for your name. We already talked about that in our directions. You can write it on the bottom, or if you have room, you can write it at the top, but some people will not have room.
I will because I'm writing couple novels, but I want to draw a tree because I'm going to draw.
Well, your picture and your words even match, so you can just do your best. It doesn't have to be perfect. Your picture does not need to be perfect. Do your best.
I'll just do a tree.
You're going to put when he's planting, then your words need to say what your picture is doing.
Is this drawing a tree not?
Remember, what do you need to do? Just sound out what you hear in the tree. Tree. What do you hear in that? Kaden, were you listening to directions? Okay. In my picture, Johnny Appleseed is, then you write what Johnny Appleseed is doing and you draw a picture of it.
Oh. I'm trying to go picking the apples.
You're doing a really good job. Okay, so take. Oh, well, remember, we're going to write our own things, not what our neighbor's writing.
You know what?
Picking the apples, just do your best. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just take a guess. Anything you think will be, anything you hear in there. It's a sight word. We haven't learned that word yet. What does yours say? Apple tree. Okay, so you need to draw a picture of him with the apple tree.
I'm gonna draw apple tree.
Just write that down if that's what you hear, okay? Journey, okay. Samuel, what are you gonna write about?
About he's helping the frogs, but do need an orange.
Okay, do you have an orange in your book?
I want an orange.
Okay, well you'll just use your orange crayon. What does it say? Picking an apple tree. So it's tree. What else is he doing with the tree? Because right now it says, in my picture, drawing apple seed is tree. Oh, Brooke, I like how you're sounding out those letters. Max, I need you to be writing, please.
I hear a P and an L for plan. Don't care about the box one.
You did a really nice job sounding out your words there. I know, very nice. Picking apples. Picking apples. Do you have... Okay, what does yours say, Grayson? What is it? Tree apple.
What do you write down here?
If you need some more room, that's what that extra line's for. You can use that or you can not. Yes, okay, I need to see Johnny Appleseed in your picture though too, because it's what he's doing. Your worksheet says, in my picture, Johnny Appleseed is. So Johnny Appleseed is in that, so should he be in your picture or no?
Yes.
Yes, so he'll be in everybody's picture. Okay, I don't see Johnny Appleseed in yours.
I'm doing Johnny Appleseed in my picture.
Very good.
I'm not Johnny Appleseed. I'm picking the garden.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever you need to do in your picture.
Does it have to look like this?
Just do the best that you can. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it should look like him because you know that he doesn't have purple hair.
Okay.
That's okay, but you can draw his shirt purple. He might have worn a purple shirt at one time. Okay, keep working. Okay, Parker, what does yours say?
And he does not have gray hair. Why
Okay, what are all these letters? Can you show me where your words are in these?
No black.
Okay, show me.
Wait
a minute, but what do they say?
I don't have a Well, you have
Do I need to work on your eyesight and some more words? Okay, point to me where those words are in your letters. What are those little words say? Okay, these look like those letters, and I've seen you writing before. I know you know how to sound out words, okay? I need you to make sure you're doing that, not just writing letters, because I know you can do it. You're very smart. What does yours say? Where does it say picking? Where does it say apples? Growing apple trees, okay. Very nice. Well, we still have about 3 more minutes.
He had a brown. He had a brown. We haven't had snack yet. Sure.
It's not time for snack yet. It's going to be time for snack in just a few minutes. Well, just think back to the pictures and just try to remember what you saw. Brown. I want to see what you guys know. You know some you can try to write the letter. That's no problem.
Are we
to match your work.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to draw people around.
So just do your best.
Yeah.
You know what color a tree is, don't you? Kindergarten, we're going to music very soon. Let's save our singing for music. I know you guys love to sing. You do. We like to save our singing for music time, which is very soon. Alright, I want you guys to take about 2 more minutes. And if you're not done, that's okay. We'll work on it some more tomorrow. But I want you to take about 2 more minutes.
I don't have a brown. You use mine. You use mine after I'm done with it. No. I need a marker. Look at this. I have a marker pink. What do you use? Brown. Oh, marker brown. Got it. No. Oh, there. I just want to be bleeding. No. How about washable?
Orange green. I don't really think it makes a specific color. I think it just makes like an orange color.
Washable.
Nice little words on yours. Can you write some notes for me about what he's doing? Oh, that's so much better for her. I like how you're doing your words. I can read it. So it's good. Izzy, you have a very colorful picture. That's okay. Can you draw a picture of Johnny in here?
It's about to fall. This is pink, not red.
Remember to get your name on there, okay? So I know whose paper I have whenever I'm looking over them.
My name? Do we have to put our name on?
Well, we put our name on everything. That way we know whose it is.
Oh, I forgot my name.
Okay, kindergarten, let's find a stopping spot. If you are not done, that's okay. You're just going to stick your paper up on your name tag. Whenever you're done, I need you to show me you're ready for snack by having your desk cleared off and your hands in your lap, ready for snack. Yes. Is in your backpack or just Miss Todd has it? Okay, we're going to get snack passed out and then we'll do that.
I'm done.
Pardon? Yes, you may. This is a good time. Okay, just leave it up on your name tag and we'll get them later because I want to write on there too what you guys wrote. Oh, very good.
I thought my dad was here, but it's just...
Alright, kindergarten, I'm going to count down from 7, 6, 5,
Put it on your name
4,
tag.
3, 2, 1. Alright, I need my leader, Samuel, to come over here so you can pass out bowls.
I'm
I need you to wash your hands, please.
No, we don't. Tomorrow I'm going to be the leader. You can't tell. I was the first leader on the first story.
Hold on just a second.
Let's go. Let's go buy.
Did I make that? Oh, wait, it's morning. Okay. I'm not.
It is there, but it's on my morning
Okay, Sam, are you ready to pass out bowls? We're going to have penguins today, so if you would like some penguins, yes please. If you would not, no thank you.
Why can't I fish out of the box?
Oh, well that's not what we're doing today. We're doing penguins today.